Alright, now the podcast is poking forward. Oh shit! Wow, it would happen right now, wouldn't it? That would happen at this very fucking moment. Amazing, my bad. Look at that. It would be me.
Actually, boys.
I knew it was gonna be me.
You don't need to start nothing.
I knew I was gonna be the one to fuck it up.
I do need some tea though.
I'm just blaming it on Gene. Then he said it. He accepted the blame.
What type of tea do you like?
I like and chia tea is probably the best.
Chia tea?
And chia.
And chia.
It's good for your
What's the
immune
difference
system,
between
for your throat,
and
all
the
that
chia?
shit.
Your immune system.
Mhm.
Look at that.
Is that
I
good
like
enough?
green tea.
Probably is.
Yeah.
I be mixing them. I do two tea bags at once, and I be mixing it. That's how I turned into a tea connoisseur.
No fucking
There's a lot
way.
of
Just by doing that.
That's actually fucking very interesting.
Yeah. Fuck, I can't hear these guys though right now.
None of them are saying shit, bro. I don't hear anything yet.
That's because the. Oh wait.
Oh, what's up?
Andrew, say
Hey,
something.
the fucking podcast started, man.
I was laughing at Roger's teabag.
Bro, that's
I'm a child.
This guy, bro.
This shit didn't start.
How can we
This shit
fucking
fell.
start the podcast like this?
Alright.
No, I'm kidding. No.
Okay.
This is fucking great. Jalapeno at this
It's
point.
hilarious.
Fuck it, dude.
Look how many
It took
fuck
too
ups
long.
it takes to get shit right. I want everyone to understand.
Third time's a charm, motherfuckers.
Episode 3 will be hit. If episode
Alright.
2 didn't fucking do it for you.
Are you guys fucking ready?
It's fucking
I'm
3
ready.
a.m.
I'm ready.
Hey, three
Alrighty.
boys. Bam, bam, bam.
Intros.
Alright, you're tuning in to motherfucking 3 a.m. boys. We got Andres with the salsa move real quick. Show him what you got, Andres.
Show him.
I'm dancing to the song that's playing.
Okay, you
Oh, the
dancing
intro
to
song.
song. That's right.
But it
Today we got
sounds
Andrew
good.
joining us. Like, that man is smiling. Andrew, I missed you, motherfucker. Where you been, cuz?
Drinking.
Here.
That's how it be sometimes. And we got Gene with us, and we got Robert in the room. As you can see, things have changed, but we still the same motherfuckers.
Shit be moving.
It's only been a week and things have changed.
Yep.
Imagine next week.
Next week, we're going to be on the moon. So tune in for that one.
That's far. It's far.
That moon
It's a
right there?
high reach. Oh, above my head.
Reaching for the moon, aim for the stars, shoot for the moon. That's what Pops on Fire Keeper Pops on. Alright, now I'm
I
sorry.
never heard the new album.
You gotta listen to that shit.
I never heard the new
Shut up.
album.
That's blasphemy.
I'm
Alright, so
gonna get hate for that one.
what are we covering first?
What are
boys?
we putting down, boys? What am I gonna pick up that you guys are putting down?
We're putting down some good smart.
How are the
Starting
single
off with a
people?
topic, or we just talking shit?
We're going for the single people, man. I'm gonna gaze my eye contact at you, man. How is
Hitting
it
up
doing with the
the
single life
single
right
lady?
now? You two, you're next, man. Y'all
Me?
single.
We already got a
Yeah,
date
you.
from your single life.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
I-
already got, actually we
oh.
got enough of fucking intros in his single life.
Well,
You're
I have,
complicated, my friend.
I have some new confirmation going
Oh,
on.
shit.
Or go ahead, just give the people what they
Okay,
fucking want.
so
might as well.
remember that girl I told you guys about? You know, remember the college girl I was
Don't
telling you
say
guys
no
about?
names,
The
bro.
pink
Don't
hair?
say
Yeah, no more names.
Yeah,
Be
yeah.
as least
I'll just-
specific as you can, actually.
College girl.
Use labels, man. Yeah, use
College girl. That's what
College
we're gonna
girl.
call her. College girl.
Pretend you're describing a cartoon show or something.
I'm just saying college girl. Like that's all I'm gonna say.
Alright, college girl.
So
Sounds better.
college girl. I went bowling with her. It was great. It was like a hangout, not really much of a date. Yesterday I got confirmation. So she's interested in me and she likes me. And going the slow route is actually going great.
Nice.
There you go, man.
That was
You're
my
learning.
recommendation. When Andres was in a fucking crisis, that was the advice I gave him. Just
That's
saying.
Andrew
true.
Wisdoms. The
Andrew
White
Wisdom.
Mom Wisdoms.
I remember I called him at the middle of the night.
Did you really?
Fucking like 2 a.m., bro. Fucking
Damn.
hell.
2
I don't
a.m.
know
It
about
wasn't even
this.
3 a.m. yet.
I don't know about
That's an
this.
emergency.
You should have been.
Please
3
do
a.m.
diverge.
Yeah, go ahead. Elaborate on the call. How'd it go?
Well, for
Oh,
one,
it was.
wasn't I drunk? I'm pretty sure I was fucking drunk or something.
Well, you
No,
were both
I
drunk
mean
then.
you weren't. I didn't know that. I'll be honest.
Sure I was drunk.
This is the first time I'll be hearing
drunk
it.
advice.
I
Those are
mean,
the best advice
yes,
sometimes.
it's powerful
You say
advice.
nothing but the truth.
It is.
wisdom.
Yo, drunk people don't lie.
It's true.
Jess, you probably remember it better than I do then.
Oh, it was about that. It was about this chick that I had a crush on. Remember? Well, I'm trying to remember that you guys remember. Obviously, I'll explain it, but I just want to make sure that you guys remember.
I remember.
Pretty sure.
Remember that girl that I had a crush on?
No.
Yes.
No, not that one. Before
all
that one.
women.
Way before that one.
You called everyone that night, didn't you?
No, I just called you.
Okay.
Because it was like late, and I knew that you were gonna.
Yeah,
go.
for real.
I see how it
Holy shit, man.
Just
Sean, do
kidding.
the hot. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if I would answer.
I can
It's
find the
very
exact
late.
day, honestly. Since I don't get many calls, I can just look at my recent.
Wow.
So it was about that girl that
What's it
got
called?
that I had a crush on, and things were going good, and then she got like a boyfriend, and then she asked me like my opinion on the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
He
That
told
was,
us this before.
Yeah, this is like that was that
Oh,
girl.
I remember now.
I don't talk to that girl anymore. Actually, it's been like 3 months since I talked to her.
So continue. What were we saying about the other girl? What the call?
The college girl.
The college girl.
Oh, it's just,
But yeah, it's been going really good. You know, like I got confirmation that she's interested in me. She told me herself. She likes me. And yeah, we're going roller skating next weekend.
Ooh, I went there on my first date.
So we're
it's fun because you're both trash.
it's going
Yeah.
really good.
Cute shit.
It was roller skating is a really good first date. I did it.
I
You
got
guys touch
confirmation.
each other.
Basically, I can hold her hand.
Yeah, I mean you have no choice. I mean it's
She
either
said-
one of you are gonna fall.
For those guys out there that are having troubling translating emojis.
Ooh.
If she sends you a red heart,
Oh, really?
I forgot
Yeah.
red hearts.
if she sends you a different colored heart,
Yeah, that's when you get.
Why you
That's-
Maybe in play.
wait,
It's
oh,
too extra.
Did
if
the other
she's
girl
not
send you
like
a different?
really in it, you know.
Yeah,
Did the
yeah,
other
red
girl
heart's
give
the
you
true
one?
I agree with him just 100% on this. Red heart is a true heart.
I mean,
If you
it
send
is
me a
the
blue
real
Red
heart,
heart
heart.
is a true
If
heart.
you get a
yeah.
blue heart, you're getting friend zone, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
blue
Absolutely.
hearts.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Blue heart is
Actually,
a friend zone.
yeah.
Because you're a blue boy.
Many,
Cold.
you're blue boy.
No,
You're grass
Cold,
balls.
ice.
Icy
That's a good
cold.
one, Andrew.
What do you say?
It's cold. It's true. It's cold. The blue's heart's cold.
It is cold. It's a cold heart.
Yeah,
man.
Bucks
If you get
my
pink heart,
used to
maybe.
be.
But red heart's where it's at.
I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I'm so cold.
Yeah, the emoji language for sure. It's
You have
important.
to.
That's
It's very
important.
important to understand emotion.
My new favorite one is the drool one.
That's
Yeah.
the
That
I
one's
love
sick.
that one.
It's a good one.
That one
That's the
gets
one
them.
for sure.
I've been
Yeah.
using that one
I like that one.
frequently.
Oh, cochino.
Oh, yeah,
Hey,
nice.
baby, you're looking good. It's still your one.
So Andrew, have you been swiping lately?
I just swipe when I'm bored, because I don't really take these apps seriously right now during the whole pandemic, where most people are reluctant to meet each other.
Yeah.
Anyways,
You'd be
Yeah,
surprised.
it's hard.
But,
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Relationships
I mean-
can be found in quarantine.
I mean we've been taking the whole heavy route of like emotions and shit lately too seriously. Just like, how about we just talk some shit about it? Is what I say. So just for an instance, literally just about an hour ago, I matched with a girl. Her name's Rochelle or Rochelle or
Rochelle.
something like that.
Raquel.
Rochelle. Rochelle, I don't know. First thing, literally an hour ago. First thing she DMs me, who we voting for in this election?
Oh shit.
On
Oh
Bumble,
my
by the
god!
way.
Wow.
On Bumble.
On Bumble.
Would you ever respond?
That's a hot.
Hell
would you
no.
ever-
Yeah, I
No.
wouldn't respond to
I'll be like
that.
Kanye West. Suck my dick.
Kanye West.
That's
It's a Kanye tweet.
Kanye West.
The fuck? What
I
kind of
feel like
question is that?
That is a really weird
You're
question to
looking for an
first ask.
argument, bro.
You're looking to fight.
It's just really fucking weird to me that people would like. Okay, I understand like not being able to date someone for having like really different political views than you, but the fact that you would put that at the forefront.
Yeah, like that. That's so
That's
awkward.
what-
It's a setup for failure, to be honest.
That's like makes. It's like, oh, that's what like defies my personality or something. Is like what I'm
It's
doing.
exactly. Why is that your priority
Hey, fam, you're
question?
talking to me. You're not talking to Trump or Sleepy Joe.
Exactly.
Sleepy Joe.
Don't get
Sleepy
it
Joe
from
sounds
that,
like-
all right? Doesn't mean I'm voting for Trump.
I'm
It's just a
thinking
funny
of,
meme,
like-
motherfuckers. That's all. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, and I'm looking at you. bitches.
Mostly
I
at
know
you,
who you are.
motherfuckers.
But yeah, that's
Exactly.
fucked up.
I feel like it's just so weird to lead with that question. Such, like, that is what's always on your fucking mind when you're dating someone. It's like you're looking for conflict. Politics
it's
is
weird,
conflict.
That's
like-
I don't even know anything
Why do
about
I feel
it.
like that's like Russian roulette? You just
It is, dude.
Yeah, you could get anybody.
roll on the fucking dice. It's
And
like,
if you say you're not voting, they're gonna call you fucking irresponsible or whatever. You know?
Yeah, they're gonna hate on you regardless.
To a degree, they're right, but like you don't fuck it. I got my choice too. It's America.
It's all right.
It's like
It's
a-
all the right. We have the right to do whatever.
you have a 25% chance of answering correctly, basically.
Either way, my point is not even just like the whole issue of who you're voting for. It's just like I feel like that's just such a fucking weird way to take dating and to take approaching someone who you're hoping to be romantically involved with.
Yeah.
It's just such a strange aspect. Like, man, what are you really looking for in a relationship then? Are you looking for a debate or are you looking for a fucking relationship, right? And the fact that your love or your relationship with someone be founded on something as stupid and as nuanced as politics, as eternally conflicted as politics, it says way too much about someone to me. It's so fucking weird, man. You're looking for trouble from the get-go. Dude. Politics is conflict. Politics is nothing but fucking chaos, conflict, contradiction, arguments, disaster. Dude, I don't know. If someone fucking opens up something like that, I'm not gonna respond, dude. I'm sorry.
I mean, why would you?
Fuck that noise.
But was she bad though?
Was she a baddie? Did she have a fat one? Did she have a fat ass? We're pigs. Actually, you know fucking what? We're actually not fucking pigs. To be honest, like on dating apps, on dating apps, it's fucking. You're swiping and you say hi to someone and you instantly get fucking ignored.
I mean, yeah, don't be boring either, cuz.
Well, I mean. He was talking conversations in the
Yeah,
fucking
right,
the conversation.
There's fucking paragraphs out of me, and I'm a
man,
fucking
you
high
gotta
type of
get
guy.
something
No,
witty.
what's
You
up?
gotta be witty with it.
You gotta be like, what's up?
You gotta get witty with it.
Yeah, there's too many examples of like witty intros that
Dude,
work.
fuck
You
that.
gotta
There's
be
respect.
yourself. You just gotta be like.
Yeah, myself is saying what up.
But then like the thing is that they look at it as like, oh, that's all the effort you're gonna put in.
You have to
Remember,
stand
what am
out.
I gonna do for the fucking papalote?
Wait, I have 1 minute. Anyways, look, back in the day, motherfuckers had to fucking fight dragons and shit to get some bitches on
Fight
some fucking power.
dragons.
That's what they're thinking.
That was back in the day?
Listen,
This
son,
is social media. They're
listen,
swiping.
son, this is what these girls are taught from from the beginning. A lot of
princesses.
times, it's not even a bad thing. Yes, you gotta fight for the box. That's it. You gotta earn that shit. In their head, they're like, alright, this is your fucking dragon fight, cuz put up a good show in the first message. Don't just say hi to me. The dragon gonna whoop your ass and you show up there with a fucking twig sword.
And yet, girls could get away with asking instantly,
They're
what
the
the fuck?
princess in tower.
Yeah, but you know how many
fucking
girls get like
shield in
a
the
bunch of
night.
intros, a bunch of highs? You have to stand out in
It's
some way. So you don't like
That's
just
true.
like some right
Yeah,
guys.
Robert's right.
Even that,
actually,
girls get all
Robert's
that fucking
Yeah,
attention too.
that actually brings me to a point. Like, this was from Bumble, obviously, which is why she messaged me first.
Mm-hmm.
The whole aspect of that, like, girls messaging first as opposed to, okay, the dudes messaging first, right? In general, people always say that shit. It's like, you gotta stand out. You gotta, dude. No girl has ever fucking stood out, dude.
That's
on
what I'm
Bumble.
saying.
Yeah, that's
When
all
I-
I'm
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, when I fucking compare Bumble to like Tinder, I actually have my own little strat, quote unquote, to approach girls with on Tinder. Because I mean, dude, I copy paste the same response, the same fucking intro at this point. It's a good one.
They're
I'll
not gonna
be
fucking know, so why does it matter?
Be real, it's a fucking good one. But my point is, it's like, it's a solid one. But when it comes to Bumble and girls fucking approaching first, especially since girls are always the ones to complain about how mundane guys are with their intro messages, like they won't respond to hi, they won't respond to hello, they won't respond to fucking how you doing, smiley face.
And yet, when the
That's all
conversations drop, we
that's all
gotta
they
deal with
open
it.
up with.
But think
That's
about
all
it.
they
Think
open up
about it.
with.
Like, it's kind of like what I was saying. At the end of the day, they were always the one in the tower waiting. I'm not saying. Look, this sounds super bad right now. I'm like rewinding my head, but you know what I mean. Like at the end of the day, they were the one being pursued a lot, and like when it's the other end, they don't have much shooting practice as we do.
Well, they don't need
They
that much oomph. They don't need to stand out as much for you to pay
I mean,
attention.
obviously we don't know
They just
shit because
don't.
we're not girls and I don't be on Bumble.
True.
I don't be on
No,
the fucking shit.
no.
There's very few guys that get as much attention as some girls do with a regular girl on Tinder.
Yeah,
right?
you know that
Yeah.
So as
meme.
a guy, just any girl just saying something to you stands out because you don't get as much as a random girl would get. It's just how it is.
Yeah. You guys seen that meme? It was just like
We fucked
about
up.
like a guy getting a compliment, he just holds it forever,
Yeah,
for all eternity.
it's true.
And like girls, they just get like 20-minute compliments a day.
No, it's true. When you look at these dating apps, it's true. Well,
I mean,
girls
obviously it
get
varies.
insane amounts of
But
likes.
it's more likely.
Any girl can open an account on Tinder or any of these dating apps. You put dude, you don't even have to be a girl. You just put a picture
Alright,
of
let's
a
talk
hot girl
about
or
that.
a
But
fucking
why is that?
semi-hot
Is it because
girl.
men are pigs and we would just fuck anything? Or
A
is
bit
it
of that. Yeah. So we're constantly just desperate.
Yes.
I
I
mean,
feel
how
like
much
in
is
a general sense.
Yes.
how much of it is just human fucking nature?
And that too.
That and
How
we're
much-
also like taught as a kid to always like
Pursue.
pursue girls. You have to get a girl. You have to get a girl. So you're just constantly just throwing it out there trying to get
you
something.
You don't even.
As a girl, you're told they'll be reserved and all that stuff.
And you gotta be selective.
You don't have to be.
You gotta be more selective.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then you have these apps, and they kind of throw the human nature aspect of it into a fucking whirl, right? Naturally,
it makes it super accessible.
I mean, no, before dating apps existed or before the internet existed, how would people approach women? How would people find dates? How would people find suitors?
You would date within your circle, or it would be like in your community.
Mm.
Yeah, it was all very difficult, right? You'd have to, it'd all be very local. It'd all be very limited. You know, it wouldn't be so overwhelming. I mean, in dating apps, these girls who have guys who are on the hunt, you know, they are fucking looking for a date, you know, natural instinct comes into play for a lot of this. It's just so many, they're getting so many swipes, so many invitations.
That's the thing. It's that it's so easy for them. That was my point. That it's for them, it's so much easier. They're just up on a glass, waiting.
Yeah, and
billions of guys are just on their dicks.
You can only imagine how drastically.
Does that really make it easier?
That alters things.
For us,
easier for who?
It's easier for them. Look how many options they have.
Yeah, but then it's not just having a bunch of options doesn't make it super easy in finding a good one, because you're gonna get a shit ton of bad ones. So it's hard.
It's like going to Walmart.
It's harder on their sense to be able to sift through all the shit to get something good.
Never thought about that.
I think that's where girls get the enforced version of like their concerns over fuckboys and shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, fuckboys love Tinder. Why wouldn't they? Fuckboys.
Dude, I never even used. I never went on a date. I don't even know.
Fuckboys, they're empowered through fucking social media. They already don't need to try. They just gotta fake it till they make it, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
They literally fake
if they are rinse repeat attempting on every single girl they meet, either way, apps like Tinder just enable fuckboy behavior to the extreme. So now you have girls who before would get like, you know, suitors or men who would approach them, or people that had to have the confidence to do it. Now they have fuckboys who have the fake confidence approaching them eternally, 24/7, every other swipe. They have to be like, is this a fuckboy who's just looking for pussy, or is it not?
It must be literally exhausting. Holy shit.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like the opposite extreme, I would say. So who knows? Maybe that's why some girls won't reply, even though you think you might have had a good intro or not. Maybe they just don't know what to believe anymore. I
wouldn't know what the fuck to believe if I were them. That's a lot of men out there. A lot.
I was just having a conversation about this with the girl, the college girl. She's like, men are scary, and I'm like, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, men are fucking
creepy.
Strange
fucking
people.
Weird.
To be honest,
they're strange motherfuckers, man.
Yep.
Especially some dudes out there. There'll be some creepy dudes.
Yeah, dudes on the street just look fucking weird.
There's definitely one thing for sure about dudes, like, or I guess anyone really. When people want something, they will do some shit, man. You will do what it takes to get what you want.
It's weird. It's scary.
And people
what?
It's surprising just how fucking effective sometimes people are at getting what they want. Some people don't realize how
they probably manipulate the shit out of these girls, like promise them everything.
Yeah, that's probably why a lot of girls have like trust issues.
Trust issues. They must have fucking hella trust issues.
A big one. Jeez. Fucking Ted Bundy.
Wow.
Isn't that the fucking?
I don't know shit about that either.
Yeah.
But what did he do?
He murder a bunch of fucking girls.
Yeah, wouldn't he take like woods on a date and then he just fucking killed them?
He was like super suave and like he actually got executed in Florida. Like the whole thing. That's how he got caught in Florida. Was
There's
because
a Netflix special on this.
Yeah, it is. It's really good. I seen it. Like
I don't think I see the thumbnail and I just don't click on it.
So, basically, like and this is real true. Like real true. This is really true.
True.
Basically, the entire court was surrounded by girls because they were so attracted to him, and he was so charismatic that these girls thought that he was innocent. Like he was like, oh, he's not a fucking murderer when he fucking literally mutilated these women back in the day.
Jeez. Yeah, he was like an actual psychopath, just murdering a bunch
that guy
of
was like,
for real?
Yeah.
I didn't watch any.
He was super fucking evil. Like when you read some of the things and like you see what he does, man, it's like what the fuck? People can do that? Like that's so disturbing.
Some fucked up people, man.
Dude, there's a lot of people.
Like the title of the movie is shockingly evil, vile. Like it fits the description of what he is.
Yeah.
Or what he was.
Fucked up people in this world.
So when you have apps that enable more, like, okay, so you have people that are evil, right?
That's
Mhm.
scary.
You have
Yeah.
people that are
Imagine
evil,
meeting
and
a
then
guy.
you have people that are evil,
Ted
and
Bundy?
they're enabled by, natural traits. Like Ted Bundy, apparently very handsome, suave guy, can approach
Charismatic.
wants, and you can take advantage of it. Now that whole barrier, the whole barrier of like connecting someone in person is gone, thrown out the window. Now every other person could be fucking Ted Bundy.
Holy
Every other
shit.
Literally anyone else could be Ted Bundy or something of the sorts.
You girls better go to public ass places.
Yeah,
Don't be going to
First
their
date.
fucking houses
First
on the
date
first
out in
date.
public,
You
yeah.
not,
Yo,
you not
for
get picked up
real.
on the first date.
Hell
Yo, I picked
no.
up, like there was times where, like not looking back at it, where I picked up a girl on the first date. I'd be like, why the fuck would you let me pick you up from your house? On the
Yeah,
first
don't
date?
fucking do
You don't know
that.
me
You
at
gave
all.
him that.
We've
You gave
had-
him the address right then and
We've
there.
had like 3 conversations max.
Damn. And he went to
Yeah,
our
that's,
house.
Meet up always.
You could be a robber.
Play it smart,
true.
ladies.
Yeah, for
So
real.
that's what- yeah,
Also, there was remember when that date I
Be
went
safe.
out with that mom? Like, I picked her up. She invited me in her house. It was like 3 in the morning, and I was at her house,
Ironically.
and we were watching the Ted Bundy movie. And it's just like, I could be Ted Bundy. I could be the next Ted Bundy. Who knows? And this girl
But
had
you're
me in
not
her
though.
house.
But he's
I'm
not
I'm
though.
not. By the way, I'm not.
But he's fucking
But
not. He
but,
loves all you women.
I love the ladies, and I love human life.
I love human life.
But respect.
But,
sounds like
I
something
respect
Ted Bundy
that shit.
would
Actually,
say.
yeah. Actually,
Exactly,
no. Now you're
yeah.
kind of shifty. Hmm?
Me? Oh, I'm sus. You guys gonna vote me out?
We'll kick you the fuck out of here, man.
But
We're
but like again, like I was just at her house by just the 2 of us watching a Ted Bundy movie about, like, the beginning is literally like how he picked up a girl on a first date, went to her house. This is literally what I just did, you know.
I
So
find
it
that
was,
so
it was kind of sus.
I find that so funny. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just too like conscious of these kinds of things.
Cynical.
But I feel like no, I'd be too like self-aware. Maybe I'm too self-aware, but I feel like anyone who is fucking inviting someone over, right, who they don't know, and then they go, "Hey,
Let's
let's
watch
watch
Ted
the
Bundy."
Ted Bundy movie."
She might be Ted Bundy, fool.
Yo, what if she would have murdered you,
No.
man?
The way I see that is like either you have
What do you mean,
a
shrug?
very, very painful lack of self-awareness, or like
That's a weird kink.
any type of awareness, or that's a fucking kink. Like Roger just said, it's a fucking dude. How the fuck
Nasty.
do you not feel awkward inviting someone over to your house for the first time, right?
Mhm.
You don't know this person exceptionally well. You're a mother with a child, so you have a lot more responsibility than the average fucking individual,
Yo.
right?
Maybe she figured, hey, you won't kill me with my baby here, right?
Oh,
Nah,
shit.
dude.
Nah. Psycho, they will kill you no matter
And then
what.
they
Her baby wasn't there.
Either way, she has a fucking
The
child.
baby
You
wasn't
don't
there.
you don't want to, there's more to live for. Either way, I feel like that's just so. There's just such a brutal lack of self-awareness, or that's a fucking kink at that point. Honestly, because
That's a little strange.
let's say you are aware, then you are aware that that's fucking awkward, right? That's just fucking weird. Watching a Ted Bundy movie with a stranger who you just invite over to your house, it's like, what the fuck is going on in your head at that point? Honestly,
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I'll pass.
No.
I'll pass on
You guys have any kinks?
serial killer movies.
What kinks and what were like turn-ons?
Nah, it's like a
Like
weird
weird
little thing that you like.
Like a
for-
pet peeve?
Nah, fam, like
Oh,
something
so
that's
that-
weird
you on.
shit.
So that turns me
No,
on.
like thrill, like
Like a thrill.
high danger scenarios. People get kicks out of
Damn.
danger and threat.
Not really.
Okay. I'll
Oh,
put
we
it-
said kicks. I thought we said kinks.
Kinks, man.
kinks,
Oh,
kicks.
kinks.
It's
No.
kind of the same thing. But like, I mean, for example, the whole idea of people that are fucking in public.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's
Yeah.
true. That being turned on by being
Always
the
want to try
possible
that
you
shit.
get caught.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to try it, but I haven't done it yet. I don't know if it's a
I've
kink.
done it. I've literally
You done it?
I
You like the thrill?
Yeah. I fucked. Well, you
And
guys.
your car's
know-
not tinted. His car's not fucking tinted at
the only
all.
the only one I've dated who's fucking crazy enough to do something like that. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I fucked this girl in Amelia,
Oh,
right next to the
Nice
fucking
park.
highway. Just
right next to the highway.
right next to the highway, butt naked.
Holy shit!
And I'm just
Like
like,
shirt off, pants off.
yeah,
No
when
socks?
When I did it,
That's a little wild, son.
Yo, with no socks, yo, that's a you have to
no,
get
no,
a speed
I
with
kept,
it.
I kept the shoes on.
Oh,
Dude,
okay.
Oh,
You had to get that grip,
holy
you know?
shit!
Go home
No
with
Yeah,
socks,
to have
socks.
that
red ant
stand.
bites all over your feet.
Red bites. Wait, you were outdoors. You weren't in the car.
No, son.
100%
No,
outdoors.
next to the highway.
Holy
You wanna say it was
shit.
in the car, right? I don't think that would count. that
Completely
much.
outdoors. But the point is that
Damn, the wind
I
was in your
didn't-
nuts.
yes, it was.
That's
But the
wild.
point,
No, go ahead.
the fucking cars were going by right on the highway right behind the Melia. You guys know that little highway where the
Yeah.
cars are.
Yo, it's
Felt
like
the
cheeks.
breeze, The fucking automobile breeze flying through my dick.
Yo, they saw your cheeks clapping them.
Dude, I'm sure. Dude, what I'm concerned about is that when I was a kid, I was the type of kid to look out my window all the time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, poor little
I
kids.
didn't traumatize any children.
Mom.
But either way,
Mom, there's a kid book at
The rest of them naked.
Fucking
the
pounds
point
going
is
to town.
Go to Fountown.
the whole danger kink. It makes sense. Like I saw it when I did it. I didn't expect to like understand it at all until I actually did it. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's pretty hot. I nutted way quicker than I thought I would.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, the wind was in your nuts.
I only did it that one time, like just openly, brazenly out in public. So it's hard to tell when I did that if the fucking nut came faster from the fact that I just wanted to get the fuck out of there.
Yo, I gotta get this done quick.
Yeah, or the fact that the danger actually turned me on. So that fucking
You gotta do a
retest, dude.
You gotta do a retrial.
Gotta go back to Amelia.
Still lingers in my mind. I'm not sure if the danger kink is a fucking real ass kink. I'm sure it is, of course. Or for me personally, it was just that I just needed a nut.
You needed a nut. Yo, it was a quick one.
But when you're dating crazy fucking people, when you fucking date crazy people, you're gonna go through stupid shit.
Yeah.
Really stupid shit.
It's fun though.
You're gonna put yourself through some shit. All right.
What would you consider? Wait, how would I word it though?
The new measure of
The
success.
new measure of success.
So, Andres, did you want to ask Andrew why he got fired?
Yeah, actually.
Oh yeah, why'd you
There's
get
a lot of
fired?
cutting there.
I got fired.
Yeah.
Well, there's a
You're
lot of
fired?
reasons. There's a lot of reasons I got fired.
Basically, he just didn't like the job.
Let's keep it PG on it.
Oh, I knew he didn't like the job.
Yeah. Well, for one, I didn't like the job, but that wasn't the main reason. It's a multitude of reasons. Obviously, I didn't like the job. It started building up over time. You know, I have my personal ethics coming into this. Like, the more I work with like Google, the more I like start to dislike Google as well. I have like a personal thing going on with the way that the world's being run. I'm not comfortable. First of all, I have a lot of things with it. Ethically, I'm not okay with the work that I'm doing. Morally, I guess hand in hand, they go hand in hand. Not okay with the work I'm doing. Third, I was really bored of it. Didn't like the job. Didn't like the culture in the workplace. Didn't like the fakeness. It's all fucking fake bullshit. The team that I was working with, aside from Gene, because Gene's fucking legit. All fucking
I was
fake.
say like, Gene, you fake.
Manager.
Hey man, if that's how he feels about me.
It's all just it was all just posturing and saying what you needed to say to get to the next day instead of getting anything done. You know, a lot of things. And then obviously when we moved over to online work, you know, working online came with different challenges. Is now with the whole movement to like hire a bunch of foreign employees, you know, overseas employees from like the Philippines and shit. You know, it's way cheaper than what I'm worth. I'll tell you that much. These people are getting paid dirt compared to me. And I mean, for good reason. It's natural. Like, these companies do this type of shit. It's exploitative, of course. But then there's also the fact that some of these employees from the Philippines are just straight up better than I am. They're literally just better than I am by default. Like fucking, I forgot her name. The one that fucking Ellie fucking jizzes over like all day, every day. Dude, she's been doing this shit for 10 years, if plus. Like, she knows what she's fucking doing, right? She's a fucking quarter of the cost that I am. You know, of course.
It's great that they study
So it's a multitude of things. First of all, like,
it's easy to get jobs like overseas or online. If you do some like online,
I mean, yeah.
those jobs like that, it's probably easier to get.
Probably
yeah,
a
it's
big
a
business
multitude.
right now.
And you know, with the whole landscape of things now, like, everyone's just working from home. I was already having motivation issues working in the fucking workplace, like working from home. The motivation was even lower for me with all the things going on in the world right now. So obviously my quality of work suffered as well on top of things. It's not just like, oh, you know, this one thing. It's like all these things on top of each other, you know, combined.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
It's rough. Yeah. Working from home kind of sucks sometimes.
I should do be stuck in.
You know, it gets to you. It really does. Working from
That's
home
why
really does get to you.
I've been getting out of the house to work.
I'm gonna try that.
Like, where are you going?
I've been going to my girlfriend's house. I go
Just taking your
to
laptop.
cafeteria. Yeah, it makes it a little better. It makes it way better, honestly. I got a lot more work done. But
Because Roger's getting head while working.
yeah, that's right. Don't be talking
Oh
shit.
shit! Loco.
So yeah, no, especially and I know exactly what Andrew means, like finding motivation from home to work.
You have a lot more distractions, right? Like
yeah,
you're like, I'd rather be looking at YouTube.
I got Gene. I hit him with
Fucking
it.
address, dude. I can't stop thinking about it. It's funny as
Stop
shit.
thinking about this.
Oh, you know the way he said it. The way he said it is the funny part. Not you fucking doing it.
And Andrew obviously like hated the fucking job and everything. So.
Oh yeah, if you hate where you work,
he's not gonna want to work.
No one's gonna want to be where they don't want to be.
Yeah, I mean, either way, there's that, and there's also like the whole ethical thing where like the more I learn about Google, the more I learn about these fucking companies. I'm not okay with working for these companies. I'm really just not. It actually bothers me a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like what Google's doing. I don't like the idea of what we do. I don't like the idea that Google is who determines how our local economies prosper based off of their algorithms.
That is weird.
That is very fucking.
That is weird when you think about it.
Really
we haven't even said what we do.
We were maybe we shouldn't say what we do.
No, what we do.
We work at an internet marketing company.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
That's basically
But, and I was thinking about this the other day. I was looking up something. I think it was 3AM Boys. I was literally looking up 3AM Boys Facebook.
It was hard to fucking find
and
us.
it was so hard to find. And it kept showing us a bunch of random shit that had nothing to do with anything.
Nothing. And
I'm
we're
like, bro,
the name.
it literally can't be that hard. I know you know everything about me. I know you know when I poop. I know you know when I'm jacking off. I know you know when my mom's not home, when I'm home, when this guy's home, when that guy's home.
Google knows it all.
But you can't tell me what I want. You show me. Instead, you show me what you want me to see. Son, just give me what I told you to give me. I'm not. Maybe it's because we're not paying for these motherfucking services. We gotta make a surgeon.
I think the context is important here. I think it is. For me, like, I'll say it. I was a search engine optimization specialist. I would work on websites, companies' websites, especially small businesses for the most part. I would optimize their websites so that they would rank higher on Google search and so that they would prosper in their local economies. That's how it works. When you have something as powerful as Google deciding based off of their algorithms which companies prosper and which companies don't, I think that's a little fucking weird. Personally, I don't like the idea of the most powerful company in the world dictating how the rest of the companies in the world get food on their table.
That is weird, and especially since everything's now like PPC based. Like, you don't even get like non-ad searches. It's all about money now. Like, you have to pay Google to show up, basically.
Exactly. Yeah. When you enable these things, it only gets worse. It only becomes more authoritarian in a lot of ways. So you have a massive company that's literally choosing, like let's say because all of our families, well, Roger and I, our families come from small businesses.
Yep.
I think Robert's does too.
My family struggles because they're obviously not like on
we
top
all
of that shit. And I probably should get on top of that. And I'm trying, people. Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all come from small businesses, for the most part. The thing is with Google, I don't want to live in a world where Google would have, based off their algorithms, would have chosen if my family got to eat tonight or the next night. Because it's how it works, and the more we enable it, the worse it's going to get. The more that the economy is going to depend on what Google wants your company to look like. Your company has to do this, this, and this for them to get people walking into their fucking front door. You have to adhere to a massive tech company's algorithms to get food on the table. I'm not okay with that anymore. I'm really not. The more I learn about these things, I'm really just not okay with it. And it's a moral thing for me in a lot of ways, and I honestly I'm not okay with it at all. But that's just one of the many things that led up to the way things are now. It's fucked up. And I think these companies like Google have way too much power, and no one's talking about it enough. I think people need to talk about it more. I think it's a fucking problem.
Roger, remember when I told you, dude, when I had that idea? I couldn't tell you because the people were listening.
Did you ever tell
you? I've been telling the world, dude.
Are you gonna do the idea?
No.
Then fucking share it with us. I want to know.
No, you can't share it here.
Then someone's gonna take it from me.
Yeah, especially not here. Andres has been saving this idea for as long as I've known this motherfucker. He can't say that.
Dude, are you holding the cure to cancer? Can you fucking...
Maybe. No, a new business idea.
Holy shit, what is it?
$1 million business idea.
Comment below, what do you guys think it is?
Yeah, and it's crazy like how algorithms work. They literally predict what you think and whatnot.
Is that literally not government level powers?
It is
of course.
Yeah, that's like creepy and scary and disturbing.
No, these
Wait,
fucking
wait,
Silicon
second
Valley companies are all fucking scary and creepy as fuck.
California.
I mean, today
These
Bezos.
are
Man, what the fuck was I thinking about Bezos today? Why the fuck? I was literally pissed at Bezos.
It was literally
What was I
John,
thinking?
Jeff Bezos.
Apparently Bezos is gonna buy CNN.
Man, fuck
That's his
Bezos.
next step. He's
But I
trying to
was
buy
thinking,
CNN.
like, man, why is everything such a motherfucking struggle? Like in general, we're out here fucking struggling with these fucking little 3 cameras. Well, not the little 3 cameras. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, Bezos in fucking his $1 million mansion, fucking getting his fucking dick blown by God knows who, God knows what. Probably aliens at this point. I don't know what you're doing, Bezos.
What you doing, Bezos?
Straight up, you know how hard it is to like maintain this little shitty ass townhouse I got in the fucking ghetto? It's
In the
hard.
ghetto. This house really is in the ghetto. It's such a nice home. Like, it's such a really nice home.
It's hard to fucking
In the ghetto.
maintain a house like this.
It's
It is,
brand
like,
new.
bills wise and everything, and just live a fucking regular life. It's fucking hard, bro.
It's rough out here, bro.
You gotta hustle out this motherfucker. And Bezos out there fucking getting $1 million a minute.
Well, I mean, you gotta think about it. He worked hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say he worked to it, right?
Yeah,
Still,
like he
son.
started off in a little
Who needs
fucking
that much
office
money?
that literally says Amazon, and it was just him, or maybe it was just.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing, son.
You know what's crazy?
think
When
it's fine to work for.
Yeah, obviously. But like,
When-
monopolize the
the problem is-
entire fucking world? That's the
The
problem.
problem is when you have so much power where people's lives depend on you. Who the fuck are you? Why should I care about you? Why should you dictate how people live their lives? You know, I think it's too much power. Honestly,
Yeah, man. People don't be
sense of
buying
trust.
shit no more in the store.
Nah, I buy everything on Amazon personally.
There's
to be
one
honest.
truth: companies don't give a fuck about you. Companies care about themselves. It's really that
Yeah.
simple.
I mean,
At the end of the
yeah,
day.
of course.
So, and that's why people are natural to have like these fucking fears and these like distrust of all these massive companies with monopolistic powers. That's just one thing. But yeah, man, it's fucking creepy.
Yeah.
There's no reason why. I grew up most of my life living for like, you know, according to a fucking constitution. If that's what brainwashed me to living on my life, okay, that's one thing. But I'm not gonna fucking be brainwashed by this random fucking dude who worked hard to tell me how to fucking live my life. Like, suck a fucking dick, dude. I don't care. I literally
Yeah,
don't
dude,
give a
that shit
shit.
is ass.
I don't give a shit. And the more we enable it, the worse it gets. The worse it fucking gets. It's only gonna get worse.
I think literally I've been thinking like lately we're gonna end up living in a fucking world where we're just all making content for each other to watch or something.
I
We're
mean,
just
as,
trapped in
as
little
technology
boxes.
improves,
Trapped in little
We're in a
boxes.
box right
We're just
now.
gonna be watching each other do stuff, and we're gonna be
Yeah.
fucking. That's it.
It's almost like that already.
Yeah,
We're
exactly.
already
People are
we are
so-
it
I was
right
think,
now.
that's what I was thinking. I'm like, man,
We're
we're
it
just
right now.
adding to it because I
it's
have
the conditioning, man. It is
Yeah.
conditioning.
I have a conflict with
It
this
is.
shit too. Like, you know, I mean, I like recording and making funny stuff, but at the end of the day, I have a problem with mass media and all that shit. But
I think that ties into the
You fucking
topic
play
you were
with the
talking
big
about,
boys.
the whole measure
you,
of
you
success.
can't beat them, join them, and then you fucking beat them within. We're coming for you next, bitches.
Yeah, I think that ties into what Gino's saying. The whole like measure of success. We're allowing these massive, powerful companies to now change the meaning of success for us.
Literally. Yeah, completely.
If you can
Well-
afford our products, if you can, you know, buy an iPhone, order on Amazon Prime every day, you
That's
have a
enough
Netflix
success.
subscription.
If you can live,
you're
if you
good.
can live, and
That's a
manage-
happy life.
Yeah, if you can
So-
live and manage your life according to these algorithms from Google, these algorithms from Twitter, Facebook, or whatever, then you will
And they're
succeed.
even trying to help
So
you.
the measure of success nowadays is
make more
heavily
money so you
tying
can buy their
into
shit.
Exactly.
yeah, the measure of success nowadays is heavily tying into what these massive, powerful companies are dictating is the measure of success for us. We are starting to reach a point in human culture where we idolize being successful on these massive platforms, and it is very different as to what it meant 100 years ago to be successful in terms of like human culture or in the human eye. It's not the fucking same thing, man.
No, for sure.
You know, it's very different. It's very fucking weird, and I don't like the idea of these companies dictating or controlling the way we see success, that we see happiness. You know how many fucking these fucking celebrities end up killing themselves, but it's just wrong in my opinion. And the modern quota of what success is really skewed based off of like the new modern like internet culture. You know, the new like a lot of people genuinely see success through like follows, interactions online. It's addictive, like
just
weird.
like a number
It's
on
not,
the app.
not human. It's not humane. It's like it's leading away from that in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's strange. It's a strange world we're definitely living in. But I guess we'll just eventually have to.
We're humans, man. We adapt to everything.
We just
Well,
adapt.
let me ask you guys a
adapting.
question.
What's up?
Go ahead, hit me with it.
At what point can you guys say to yourself that you're successful? What's a goal you guys have? They say, "Oh, I'm successful."
Nowadays, it's literally just followers, man.
It's
He
just
means
like-
personally. I think.
personally, yeah,
Oh,
personally for you
personally?
guys. When can you say in your life, "Oh, I'm successful"?
I'll go first.
Andres has a talking stick.
I have a home,
Mhm.
like a house, backyard and everything. A lovely significant other.
His ladies,
A
man.
job where I literally just enjoy being there. Not enjoy being there, but like I'm comfortable in, and I make decent money to afford a home. You know,
Afford
The
that
home.
home.
a DeLorean,
This guy.
and
I mean, it's success. Boring.
I don't know. That's it. Living simple, not worrying. That's it.
I'm
Yeah,
pretty much
I-
on the
yeah.
same spot as
Yeah,
you
same. I
guys.
just want to live
A
simple.
home,
dude.
Like you want a DeLorean too?
somebody to love.
Nah,
I
not
want
the
to be able
DeLorean.
to
Not
take
the
care of the
DeLorean.
people I love. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, man. I just want to look out for my
I guess
peoples.
be able to share wealth with your friends. And family.
Exactly. If I could live comfortable and still spread the wealth, I think that's successful. It doesn't even matter if people know about it. Like, it's just...
Because there's definitely people out there who
want to
who-
show it to the world that they made it.
who only think of themselves as successful when they have like a large following or they're famous in that
all
way. or
these
having a
freaking
large number.
influencers, man.
And so if they ever see, like for instance, if they're like an Instagram follower and have a large following, but they ever see that dip, they don't see themselves as successful as they used to be. Even though they're like
I mean,
pretty
yeah,
much
but
the
at the
top
end of the day, the measure
percentile.
of success is different for everybody.
It is.
I
And
get
that, they think they're successful.
That's why at the end of the day, all these fucking words are made up and don't mean shit. Just do
True,
what
it's
you
all
do.
made up.
Yeah, let's just stay in your lane. That is basically
In
just
my
stay in your
opinion,
lane. Live your life the way you
that-
want to live it.
That way of viewing success is so dangerous.
It is.
It's a little toxic, right? Like I feel
It's
like it's
toxic.
Super
sort of
toxic.
bad
It's a top
mentally
way.
for
It's a
you.
new top
It's
way.
a
But
new way
technically,
to
the
say
way
it.
that Andres sees success is also a top way.
Yeah, the genuine, like
Yeah,
the one
like
that we
the-
grew up
the
on.
white picket fence.
I guess
Yeah, the white
we-
picket fence.
I
What's it
guess
called?
we
American
really
dream.
happy
The
just living
American
it.
American dream. The American dream.
Nuclear family.
Definitely what Andres described is 100% the American dream.
The white
I
picket
literally
fence. I want a
described
white
the
picket
Simpsons
fence.
family.
Yeah.
I always
pretty
wanted a
much.
front
Oh,
porch
with the
with a rocking
DeLorean.
chair and lemonade and
What I'm
shit.
saying
I
is, like,
envision that shit. I'm gonna get that shit
what
one day.
was it that you said? Like
For
how
what?
some view success the toxic way.
Yeah, it's like a little toxic, bad for your mentality when because you're giving the power for how you feel happy to other people.
Literally.
When people are very callous online, people don't really give a shit about you. So any moment they can
People are
switch on
crazy.
you, they can love you,
Literally,
they can hate
it
you.
takes one word to piss them off.
Yes, I feel like it's very volatile to be able to give your happiness to everybody else online. You know what I mean? Give
Yeah,
them
it
the
is,
power
it's a
for that.
slippery slope, and you gotta be careful with it.
At the end of the day, when you base your happiness off of your followers, off of, success in terms of followage or whatever, there's no changing the fact that you can disappear like that. You're
Literally.
gone in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, you
The
can be
next
forgettable.
sensation, your life is dictated based purely off of an algorithm. Algorithms and human nature go hand in hand to some degree. There's no denying that the company that the algorithms you're adhering to can flip the switch at any second. For example, like what was it? Fucking Gabby, whatever was her name. She was fucking like the makeup artist, the girl with the fucking big nose.
Yeah, they're talking about
You guys know what I'm talking about? She was like really popular.
the YouTuber.
YouTuber, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, this is
Gabby
Gabby
Hanna or
Hanna.
some shit like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Gabby Hanna.
I have no
Dude,
idea
this
what it
girl-
is.
This girl fucking flipped out, man. This girl had it all going for her, right? She had it all going for her. She got really popular. I think it was off of like makeup and shit. Like I'm not really sure.
No, she was a Viner, and then she
Yeah,
did YouTube videos,
Vine.
and then she started doing music. I watched
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of YouTube. I know.
And she started like she got popular. So I think in my opinion, like when you get popular off of the internet, like I think her ego got inflated a bit. So she assumed she could just like jump into like music and jump into like all these other subgenres off of like her fame, and it ended up working out very poorly, right? No one listened to her music. Maybe for a bit, but she fell off hard. This girl went fucking crazy, man. This girl went fucking crazy.
Really?
She
Like
started
Britney Spears
blaming.
crazy?
Dude, she started.
She had a bunch of videos for her crying. I know that, but
She
Yeah,
I
started.
never really
crying
paid
videos?
attention.
She started blaming all of her failures on external factors, right? like YouTube algorithm, shadow ban this, all this shit. You motherfuckers are trying to keep me down. This is the type of shit that she was going off. She went on a crazy like rampage saying that her success was being throttled, and fuck, there's some truth to it.
I'm sure there
when
is.
When you fucking base your success off of a fucking algorithm, you have to accept the fact that you can disappear in the blink of an eye. You will disappear in the blink of an eye when the fucking algorithm no longer favors you and the culture shifts and these companies want more clicks than what you're fucking offering them.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's a business.
They will flip the switch on you. It is a business. Money. When you base your happiness off of another business, you will get the short end of the stick eventually. You're not going to be the fucking money maker forever. You're not. People get bored. When you're talking about algorithms, you're talking about masses. Masses get bored of individuals quickly. Masses, are very different people. Fucking culture shifts in the blink of a fucking eye. So this Gabby Hanna girl just went fucking crazy. She just started going on a depressive episode, ranting. Her life is ruined. The world is against her. When your fucking happiness is dependent on how the world sees you, it will feel like the world is against you.
Yep, for sure.
That is the only way to look at this, right? So she's irrelevant. People started making fun of her, clowning her. She went through like these depressive episodes or whatever. Yeah, that's just how it works, man. When your happiness is based off those kind of things, you don't have control. You're out of control.
So I got happiness that comes with.
I think a lot of
not a lot of people have that. Have experience being happy just with themselves.
Yeah.
They have
you know why people are not happy with themselves? Because they're on social media looking at the other people who are happy.
Well, that could have came out like not in social media. So versus like you got bullied as a kid, and in high school you got bullied, but then you became popular online. You base your whole life because that's the only thing bringing you happiness. You base your whole life online.
I gotta fix the camera.
It's dangerous, and that's coming from me who wanted to be a fucking big streamer or whatever, right? I wanted to be a streamer. I mean, dude, it's fucking dangerous, man. It is a dangerous prospect to base your happiness off of these things. So
it's fucking tough.
Yeah, and now we're living in a world where everyone's at home.
Yep.
It's even worse now.
Everyone's at home.
Now people are just watching other people be happy and out. The ones that are out.
Wait, did we pause or are we unpausing?
We're on pause.
We're on pause. We're good here. Everyone's at home. All of us are at home right now. Everyone's at home all the fucking time.
I mean, fuck, I don't know. I'm just trying to help out Roger, alright? Yeah, fucking, I don't know. That's why, like, I do want to stream, but, like, do I care about being a big-time streamer? No. Because, like, I know how it works. I just want a comfortable, cushiony job. Like, just like...
Something that makes a good amount of money, and I'm happy.
He wants to keep being the 3 AM Boys podcast.
Exactly. Fucking afford a home.
And just sit down and talk shit.
I'm gonna be real. I think a lot of that has to do with our idea of the American dream. A lot of it has to do with the fact that we're all Hispanic. Honestly.
I mean, because we had nothing.
Coming from
we literally have nothing, bro.
Our heritage literally comes from nothing. All of our fucking parents struggled. All of our parents knew poverty. All of them knew, what it meant.
Immigrants made the American dream.
It made the American dream. So we still have this idea of like, we're happy with just being able to fucking exist, man. We're happy with
comfortably.
Have our little friend group, have our little family, have our little security, have our little home. We're happy.
That's what I want. Chilling, bro. I don't need any more than that.
When you have this other generation who grew up here, with parents that have already offered that to them so easily, without the struggle, without the
Gringos.
Gringos.
They look to other things because when you live a life and it's all you know, when the success is already there and it's all you know, human nature is hungry. We're hungry people. We want more. We're always going to want more. So then they look to what's accessible. They look to what's big. They look to what's fucking explosive, whatever, the fucking dream, And then you have like these ads everywhere telling you what the dream is supposed to be. And it can be a good thing in some ways. Some people succeed, and some people have like good business sense too. Like we're talking about like Pokimane. We're talking about Pokimane.
Oh, let's not talk about her, please. I don't want to get canceled.
I'm not gonna talk about her. The girl has good business sense. She is a fucking fiend. She knows what she's doing, right? She comes from rural foreign countries. I'm pretty sure. She knows what it takes to become big and get that fucking money.
Get that
Pokemon is a
that
fucking
head,
businesswoman.
Leave.
She is a businesswoman, however you look at it. She will do what it takes to fucking be successful. And she's having fun while she's doing it, as far as I'm aware.
That's what you gotta do.
I think you shouldn't be having
So
fun.
that dream is accessible. That dream is accessible for some, but dude,
not everybody could.
Of course, yeah.
Could do that shit.
Like Andy was saying, it literally has a lot to do with just our Hispanic roots. Like, bro, growing up, I literally saw fucking mud huts as homes.
Mud huts.
Yeah.
Mud huts, like with fucking guano leaves. Like that's no joke.
Like a hut.
no, when I would visit Russia, in like the later years when I could register what the fuck was going on, dude. like I said, the infrastructure half as good as America's, and America's infrastructure is not very good. All right, so we're talking like these roads, they're not very developed. Every house, every apartment is gray. It's the same. We're talking like fucking what's it called? The Apple book that we read. What was it called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
The apple, the worm.
The Giver. We're talking The Giver. Like we're this is a fucking culture that came from. We're talking a culture that came from like communism.
Straight up
right?
communism.
Yeah,
of course.
straight up, yeah.
Dude, it's dull. Every fucking apartment was
in Russia.
Yeah, dude, there was straight up communism.
That was the type of like architecture style though.
Yeah, keep
Like
everything
a
the
fucking
same.
box, nothing's different.
The infrastructure is very poor. You know, cars are barely fucking moving through the streets because God bless you if you have a car. Good luck driving that shit around. You know, every other person lived in the campo. I mean, we'll call it in Cuba, the fucking campo, right? Dude, half of my family lived in the woods, and the other fucking half of my family lived in a gray cinder block that looked like a cinder block.
That's literally that's what communism countries are, bro. Like you go to Cuba, it's that.
Yeah, it is all cinder blocks.
And you look at these people, and a lot of them are just so happy being able to see their fucking family and just have some quality time with their family. That's happiness.
That is happiness to them. Oh, people in Cuba are happy as fuck. It's the same.
It's a little different now because they have access to the internet like we do, so they have.
Yeah,
they see like the other.
They see how the other side is.
I've spent a lot of years in Russia. When I would go to Russia, my literal best memories, personally, my best memories was when I went to the fucking woods with my family. When I went to the fucking forest, fucking picking mushrooms out of the ground and berries, and fucking sleeping in some random wood cabin, you know, for a day or 2 or 3 days or 4. Like sometimes we spent. It was fucking amazing. It was literally.
And you're with your family.
Yes, exactly. It was some of the funnest times in my life. Now we live in a culture where it's like, dude, it's so easy to be like, fuck family, fuck what your parents think, fuck all this shit, dude. Google algorithms, those are gonna tell me give a shit.
Fuck
bro.
my parents.
That's another thing. A lot of people are separated from their families because of the internet.
Yes,
they
there's
hate
so
their
much
family.
separation.
That's true.
But you gotta think about it this way. Also, they're probably just because all the new information we have. So they're looking at their families like, hey, all the shit you've been telling me my whole life, that shit ain't the way it is, you know? It's a whole different bunch of ways.
No, that's definitely what's appealing about it. It's appealing because it tells you what your family would never tell you.
Exactly.
Your family would never tell you these things. So it's like, man, my family's stupid as shit. You know? They don't fucking know anything.
It's true.
Dumb.
I could be a goddamn...
That'll be mommy.
I could be a goddamn celebrity.
Yeah.
I could be all this, I could be all of that. And then you kind of just ignore your family because the whole world is telling you a different story. Or you think the whole world is telling you a different story.
It's really easy to find your own community. Even if it's like some really niche thing, like for instance, like being a furry or something like that. You're not going to find any community.
Being a furry.
But then online, you can find a million furries, you know?
Oh, there's a bunch of pony communities too.
Yeah, shit like that.
That's
You know, like those weird communities.
Bronies. They like to dress up and be in saddles and shit.
Oh, that's some other shit.
Oh, that's something completely different.
Really? No, people like to dress up as full-ass horses and shit. And like to be like... treated like a horse.
That was actually an episode on Family Guy where Chris gets a job with Quagmire, and like there's a guy literally dressed up as a horse. Like
yeah, dude, there's people out there, and there's a whole community.
Like
find them on Facebook.
That's probably some weird ass
so weird.
That's what it is.
That's
exactly
a kink.
What it is. That is exactly what
we were even talking about. The kink.
Bronies is something different. Bronies is like people who love My Little Pony.
How can you like that?
I want to make one last point and move on from this topic, and I'll talk less. I've been talking too much. But
yeah,
we're fine, man.
I want to talk about like the whole danger aspect, the real danger, some of the stuff that I've read about that's really fucking dangerous about like living our lives according to the internet and so according to like how the culture, the mainstream culture sees things. I forgot where I saw this story. I think it might have been on Joe Rogan or on something like that. There is a story about like some TikTok trend, about some challenge, right? Where you fuck with your friends, right? It was a game that these kids were willing to play in school. It was in a school. It was either middle school or high school, most likely middle school. They were in a gym, and they played a prank game for clicks and for fucking follows and for interactions, of course, where they pranked their friend into like playing a game with them, and they got him to jump, right? Because it was a challenge.
I've seen this.
I don't even know what this is. This is the first time I hear about this.
I'm like terrified.
Yeah, I'm terrified too. This is the first time I hear this.
You should be
Sounds
terrified.
fucking
Holy
obvious,
shit!
yeah.
I've never been on
You
TikTok,
should be
man.
terrified
Never
because
will
this
be.
could have been any of us, especially considering the fucking middle schools we fucking grew up in.
I
It
mean,
could have
the
been any of
triple
us.
Cs.
Okay,
That's so stupid.
these fucking kids got their friend, quote unquote, to jump. The second they jump, they sweep his feet.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh
So
my
he's like
god.
a lance
Oh
backwards.
lord. Oh lord.
You
Oh
fucking
lord.
fall.
Yeah,
Wait.
fall backwards.
Like
Oh,
jumping, like if
Lord.
I
You
jump
jump
right
in the air
here.
and then I just fucking knock your feet over so you fall.
Fall
Oh,
backwards.
you're a jackass. So you do that to me.
That just
That's
sounds
just rude.
like bullying.
Hey, you're just
Dude,
bullying.
you can fuck
You're
yourself
just you're getting brand
How is
new
that fucking
teeth after
funny?
that.
No,
Brain
that wasn't
damage.
his teeth. It was the back of his head.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
no.
They sweep his
Ah.
feet. They sweep his feet. This is a fucking TikTok trend. It's for fucking views and for the memes,
Oh,
dude.
fuck.
They fucking
You know what I
sweep their
didn't
friends'
like?
feet. The kid lands on his fucking head,
That's dangerous.
and you can imagine the rest of the story.
There must have been death.
brain
Brain
damage,
damage.
brain damage, concussions, all this stuff. They did it
For
because
fucking
they did it
videos.
because- They did it because they grew up on the internet. Google or whatever these companies do. They'd be like, "Yo, this is what's cool right now. Do it. Just
So
do
stupid.
it."
That is the
You know what?
dumbest shit.
Those kids all need to watch La Rosa de Guadalupe. It will teach you all about these little fucking
Fucking
shit.
Telemundo, dude.
Straight up.
Telemundo time.
That- I
Decisiones
be watching
time
that
everything.
shit like and making it a meme, but it'll teach you these type of life lessons where you're like, hey, that type of shit, don't be doing it.
You know what I didn't
It's not
like?
fucking cool.
That
You
trend.
wouldn't do that shit if you watch La Rosa de Guadalupe. You know what happens
No, so
when you
you,
do people.
you can imagine how dangerous it
That's
is
what I
for
was
a
talking
culture, for a culture to develop off of sensationalism, off of massive, like what people want to
Exactly.
see, what gets clicks and interactions. Dude, it sways from human morals. It really does.
Makes
It-
people
You
it-
didn't
willing
even
to
think
do
twice that
fucked
this
up
kid was
shit.
gonna break his fucking neck.
Yeah, like, oh, well, I saw other people do it online.
It,
Should
it
be
all
safe.
started from the cinnamon challenge, dude.
People
Like,
almost choked on
people
it.
I didn't-
fucking choking on cinnamon.
You did it.
No,
Roger did it. Roger did it, challenge.
I
I
know
wanted
you-
to, and he didn't let me.
I didn't record it yet.
I've always wanted. I wanted to do it.
It's
What
actually
I-
off
what
the
I've been
can't
trying to
breathe. You
freaking
can't
say
breathe
the
that shit.
freaking trend that was. I don't know if it was off Instagram or Vine or TikTok. The fucking chick that would go in and open the ice cream and
Oh
fucking
yeah,
lick
that's
it.
stupid.
Oh,
They
yeah,
made- They
yeah.
made that a felony, I think.
Yeah, she went to jail or some shit like that, didn't
That
Found
was
her.
fucking
Found
terrible.
her.
And all was that for
Especially with
fucking
the whole
for
COVID
video.
shit.
Yeah.
Well,
Was that during COVID? That was way before COVID. Either way, imagine if she was doing it
No,
now.
they did it also during COVID.
What the fuck? What's
Really?
wrong with you people? What
I'm
if
pretty
what
sure
if
that
you
was-
bought that fucking nasty ass ice cream?
Yeah.
Like
So I
that's
don't buy ice cream.
Right, you wouldn't even fucking know, right? You just fucking, it's
You
frozen at
gotta buy
that
extra
point.
sealed, son. Now all the ice cream's
I
been
buy,
sealed.
I
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
the,
Yeah, it was
Especially
the
that
clear-
one specifically.
the Blue Bow. I think.
I think it was Blue Bell.
Yeah.
It's a good ass
I buy
ice
the
cream
box.
too.
I bought the box cones. Never buy random. I never buy
Ooh,
the.
I like
Ever
box
since that, I never
cones.
bought like random ice
I buy
cream.
the
Just the
sealed
ones that
shit,
like
son.
in the box.
You gotta
Yeah.
unseal my shit and reseal it. You can go through a lot
I actually
of
always
trouble.
kind of always check for some reason. Always check your shit
I
if you
don't
can.
check shit, bro. I just
You're
fuck
risky.
that.
I'm not even risking anything. I'm not even gonna touch it. I'm just gonna buy like the ice cream cones.
Yeah, they
one.
come in a little
Alright,
package.
what are you
inside.
getting on your Ben and Jerry's?
Exactly.
brother?
Yeah. What are you Ben and Jerry's? Damn.
Oh,
I don't know my order. You know your order?
No, but
I
like
have
on
a-
the little cups, the little single
Oh.
cups, you'll be fine.
I have
get
a-
like Rocky
what?
Road.
Oh,
I like Rocky Road a
fucking
lot.
vanilla
Rocky Road's
chocolate.
Or that Jimmy Fallon one's fire as fuck.
Jimmy Fallon wants ass. I don't like
What?
it. Maybe it's just
I don't think
because
I've tried that
started
one.
You just don't like Jimmy Fallon.
I don't hate him, but
No, you hate
he rubbed me
him.
the wrong way.
You ruined the
You
It's
ending.
his
know,
laugh.
Sammy,
Is
brother?
that he laughs too much about his own
You
jokes.
laughing?
He's a little
Not
corny.
Is that that fucking funny, Jimmy?
He's a little corny.
It's a little
I
corny.
got-
Yeah, no,
I
he's
got
a
the
little
half
corny.
baked or the fish food. Shout out to Michael for
Um,
bringing out the fish food.
So I have something to talk about. I have a
Go
couple
ahead. Go
things.
ahead. Speak your mind.
So
This is 3 a.m.
So recently, Warner Brothers and Warner Media, in
Warner
general,
Bros. Mhm.
yeah, they've been getting fucked with the whole like little companies that they hire under getting destroyed, and like the fact that they're selling Mortal Kombat, like the rights to Mortal Kombat and some of these things.
The movies?
Not the movies, the game, the video game itself.
Oh, okay.
And literally the description is like, hey, you could buy Mortal Kombat, and like the big contenders are EA and Blizzard, so we could fucking play Mortal Kombat on Blizzard. Yeah,
both those fucking companies will just ruin the game. And honestly,
yeah,
fucking pay to win.
Well, that's the thing with Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat's good. Anyways, so it's just like, okay, because apparently the reason is they're in debt. They're in huge debt. And the reason I was thinking about this was just like, because I don't know if you guys watched the show as a kid. I used to watch it all the time. Animaniacs?
No.
With Pinky and the Brain?
Yeah.
I checked it out.
Pinky and the Brain is.
I remember them now.
Yeah.
I know what Pinky and the Brain is.
Yeah, so
the rats.
Every Animaniacs, it ended with Pinky and the Brain. Or they would show up in it. So I used to watch the show as a kid, and they rebooted the whole series. Like, there's 2 seasons coming out on Hulu. And it's just like, damn, Warner just really needs that money, you know?
I guess it's like that nostalgia effect thing, like, oh, this
I did notice it was on Hulu,
clicks,
actually.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
I'm actually really excited because I really like this show. I really like the show as a kid. But, like, what show would be great to be rebooted right now? In terms of just, like...
Static Shock.
Static Shock was fucking fire.
That is a very good one.
The Jackie Chan one, dude. The Jackie Chan one was so good.
Medallions to give you the monkey powers or the snake powers.
Or American Dragon.
American Dragon. Or Shaolin Showdown.
Shaolin
Showdown.
That's Warner Bros. Too.
There you go, bro. Fucking dude.
Pretty sure
I would fucking love to watch.
But the one I would really like if they do it well is Avatar: Last Airbender.
But that shit's on.
I think it's good enough on its own.
It is good enough on its own.
I would like a new
art.
You mean like a new Avatar, like an Earthbender?
Yeah, or something like that.
For me, I think like I would prioritize something that's not as timeless as like Avatar.
No, that was a perfect fucking show.
It already ended.
Hey Arnold.
They've already sequeled it.
I think Static Shock.
Oh wait, they are rebooting Hey Arnold. What am I talking about?
I think Static Shock would benefit the most from like being revamped. Honestly.
Dude, that was a great fucking show.
I can't really remember much of Static Shock, but I remember loving it.
I like that he glided on the fucking
sewer
drain thingies. The manhole covers. He would fucking just glide around.
He had a really
and he had great enemies,
and
man.
they can make a sick ass video game about it.
They made a video game out of it?
No, I'm saying they could.
Probably there's SpongeBob video games. Probably Static Shock video games.
Yeah, SpongeBob is different, cause you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, SpongeBob is.
Some PlayStation 1 Static Shock game.
I'm gonna say it now. SpongeBob for Smash.
Dude, SpongeBob for Smash would make me wet my pants.
Hey, dude. Honestly, at this point, it's possible. Like,
to wear your pants?
No, the fucking SpongeBob could be in Smash.
He's not a video game character.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. As an address just mentioned fucking Smash. He knows where I'm going with this. Did anyone see what happened with Smash Twitter today?
No.
I didn't. I'm not on Twitter.
No, we don't go on Twitter.
Bro. It's not just Smash Twitter, it's just Smash as a whole.
Nairo
came out with a statement.
Oh shit.
Nairo, the biggest Smash personality, other than maybe Zero. Nairo. He came out with a statement. I don't know, like many people don't know this. Smash is pretty important to me, Roger, and Andres for the most part.
Yeah.
To us.
Gene and Robert don't really have much of a connection here for this, but this is a pretty fucking big deal because Nairo, it actually made headlines. This is a big fucking deal. This was Nintendo's reputation on the line. We're talking Nintendo, because with Smash Ultimate, Nintendo tried to get involved with the community, tried to get involved in the mainstream scene, the mainstream culture. That was their goal with Ultimate. They were trying to get involved with the internet culture, right?
Mm-hmm. It bit him in the ass.
So you have, then it bit him in the ass. It bit him in the ass so fucking fast, you couldn't even fucking blink, dude. It was brutal what happened to these fuckers getting involved. They've been hesitant to get involved with us for a decade.
They had a reason too.
What did Nairo say though? What did he say?
So what happened with Nairo is that he got accused of statutory rape because he supposedly had sex with a minor.
Oh shit!
This minor his name was Captain Zach, right?
What was it, dude?
Yeah, it was a gay. It was a gay.
Okay, it was gay.
Supposedly. Okay, no, the intercourse definitely happened. That was undeniable. So this guy, out of nowhere, he made this whole like statement, Captain Zach, that that Nero had sexual intercourse with him, that he was paying him paying him hush money to be quiet about it and all this stuff. And just today, dude, that shit blew up the fucking internet. On top of Nero getting canceled, fucking Zero got canceled, K-Taro got canceled, Ally got canceled. Everyone in their fucking D1 got fucking everyone. All of these Smash personalities, all of them got an accusation levied against them all at once from the whole Twitter community. That's one thing that's like also interesting about this.
The Senpai thing. That was the scariest one to me.
The Senpai one was fucking really creepy because we had the videos of her.
Wait, talk about
hanging out.
I don't know.
Senpai
you told me about this. She was like
Senpai is this girl who was a prominent commentator and pretty good player in the Smash community, right? She got really popular because she was a pretty fucking good. I liked her commentary personally. I think
she was a pretty girl too.
Dude,
nah, she wasn't.
She was having sexual. This is a grown ass fucking woman having sexual relations with a 14-year-old. Right.
How old was she?
That was the accusation. She was like 20.
20 a 14-year-old kid.
I mean,
and when you look at him, he looks like a 12-year-old.
Like
yeah.
Oh, really?
The kid,
this guy
the dude
looks
didn't
like
look.
he's 12.
You know, I'll link you the videos later. Like they showed the videos of when this accusation happened. Dude, this kid looked like he looked so fucking young.
And he's really small. Like he's a short kid too.
Damn, and he was little.
Fucking kid. He was tiny.
She's a rapist.
Okay, that's aside from that. She's clearly a rapist. Dude, she disappeared. She didn't even fucking try to defend. She made no statement at all. She just fucking left, bro. She's just gone. No one's ever heard from her since. The second the accusation came out, nothing. Blank. Either way, Nairo, this made headlines. This hurt Nintendo's reputation badly. All of us fans of Nintendo, all of us grew up with Nintendo to some degree. You know, Nintendo had a lot of stakes, like getting involved with the Smash scene here. This whole fucking fiesta with like the whole internet just throwing out their fucking rape accusations, you know, their abusers from the past. This is the interesting thing about like this whole like internet culture. Although we're against the internet culture in a lot of ways, there is one positive to this whole internet culture. People do get to have their voices be heard.
For sure.
Yeah, it's hard to hush people up.
Oh, it is.
So it's really good to catch people.
You'd have to be Google or Twitter.
Yeah, you would have to take some drastic measures to silence someone who's calling out their abusers.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a good thing.
That's definitely one of the positives of having this whole like, you know, culture. This whole internet culture, we're all like talking, we're all intertwined, we all have access to each other, and we all have the sensationalism, of course, since we're attracted to like negative stories. The sensationalism like highlights the crimes that have been done, the fucking injustices that have been done to innocent people. People are attracted to that. You know, people love justice. Every human loves justice, right? But now, like the whole Nero story came out where Captain Zack accused him of fucking raping him or, you know, sexually abusing him in a hotel, and Nero using hush money to keep him quiet for over a year, thousands of dollars every month, right? Nero came out with a statement today. And boys, let me tell you, man, it is fucking insane stuff. Nero is accusing Captain Zack, a minor, of raping him.
Wait, what? How's that possible?
Give him the reversal Uno.
The reversal.
No, you.
You raped me, motherfucker.
It's literally what happened.
14-year-old held me down. God damn it.
No, Captain Zack was a 17-year-old. He wasn't
17.
like
Never mind. He wasn't 14.
He was a 17-year-old and he has a very dark history of like, you know, manipulating people. He's a very manipulative person. He's blackmailed other people before with sexual advances before. He's taken advantage of the fact that he's a minor having sex with people before. He abuses this. That's something he does.
Yeah, obviously he knows the power he has, but the other day it still goes to...
Then you should know what the fuck you're getting into. You're fucking not a minor.
To you.
Both parties should understand.
Now that we address this, Nero's statement is that he was asleep during this.
Oh shit!
Captain Zack got onto him and started fucking like, you know, touching him and sucking his dick while he was asleep. And then when Nero woke up, he was in shock. Is what he said. You know, this is like.
Oh, I'm so much sucking my dick.
Hold up. This is a common claim from people who are being raped.
Yeah.
Especially from women's alimony. When they're being raped, a lot of them freeze up.
That's true.
And they don't know what to do. They freeze up. For shock or for whatever other reasons. This is Nero's claim. I'm not defending anything. This is what Nero's talking about. His testimony, if you guys read it, his claim was that Zach straight up fucking raped him. And that he froze up and he felt weak, he felt manipulated, and he felt like there was nothing he could do about it. That's what he claimed.
Because he's a minor.
Yeah, because he's a minor and he knew that no one would believe him. He felt alone. He felt like they was done. There was nothing he could do. When he was frozen up and he felt like he was getting raped. That's what he claimed.
The minor was the one that was sleeping and got touched?
See, that's why you can't be in the room with the minor.
The older
you avoid that whole fire by getting out of the motherfucking smoke. That's all.
So I'm gonna just play devil's advocate because I'm more in the way of believing the minor than the.
I want to believe in
just because I don't know both of them, so I can't say either or.
By default, that's what happened. Nero disappeared. He got fucking destroyed when these allegations came out. He got destroyed.
Because since I'm from the outside of the community, I don't know both of them. I don't know their personalities right away. So all I see is a minor saying this adult raped them or sexually abused them, and the adult just saying, no, you did that when I was sleeping. So it's hard to sympathize with the adult, even though if that could have happened, and that is a scary situation to be in.
Yeah, but
it's hard from somebody outside to ever.
And I would smack the little motherfucker in the mouth.
I would be frozen off. What the fuck is that?
I don't care if I go to jail
for
fucking him up.
Not everybody's
the same.
and
go down as a rapist.
Yeah, well.
Or as a fucking child molester. I'm
I was
beating
thinking
the
about
fuck out
this
of you.
earlier.
Get your fucking mouth off my shit.
Or getting raped by a 14 or 17-year-old.
Yeah, but then if you beat him up, then he just tells people, oh, he raped me and then beat me, so I wouldn't tell anybody, and then you're doubly fucked.
You know what? I go to jail.
That's the thing. People are different. Like, some people
aren't
like us.
I think you're just fucked.
I get it though. That's what I'm saying. I get it.
This is why this gets so fucking difficult.
It gets fuzzy, but you have to just avoid that situation. I would never put myself in that situation. You just gotta not.
I agree with you. I agree with that.
I think life just puts you in a situation. Those situations are just like lose. There's no winning there.
Where the fuck is your dad? Where's your mom at?
Had he been a more responsible adult, this would have never happened. When you look at the Buzz's testimony, the Buzz mentioned this, that Zach is a fucking weird person. He's a creepy person. Zach tried to make his move on DeBuzz, like flirting with him, and DeBuzz said, "Fuck off."
Of course,
basically.
that's what you gotta do.
DeBuzz said, "Get the fuck away. I don't want to have anything to do with you, bro." And DeBuzz walked away very early on. The problem with Nero is that Nero was Zach's friend, and he saw what he claimed is he saw potential in Zach, because Zach was the Smash 4 Evo fucking champion against, I think it was Tamim, I think his name was, when they did the Bayo Dittos and everyone, the whole controversy with the whole Bayos just shooting at each other and they were trolling in the grand finals. He was a godlike player. Captain Zach was a godlike player, godlike Bayo player. Nero saw potential in Zach, so that's how they got to know each other, supposedly. I'm just literally fucking throwing out his side of the story here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how they got to know each other. That's where their relationship grew, was Nero believed in Captain Zach as a player. Captain Zach has a very dark history with, getting involved with top players in very fucking weird ways and taking advantage of his youth to
blackmail people.
Dude, you guys have to see the fucking text messages.
That's why if Nero knew any about that stuff, he definitely should have stayed away.
Yeah. Nero fucked up big time, even being involved with this kid.
Yeah, once you know, like, any of those type of situations can possibly happen, you cut that shit off.
I honestly don't know whether or not he knew about that stuff, but if he did know,
I feel like there's no way he wouldn't know.
I'm going to criticize that 100%. I think if you know that type of stuff, and those are rumors roaming around, you fucked up big time.
You're playing with fire, like, you're kind of asking for it.
100%. I think it's just being stupid, honest. I think you're just being a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, you're being a straight up dumbass.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard to...
No, bro, if you know
not
the kid's a fucking weirdo...
Situations. Some people are dumb, dude. What can you do?
Yeah, right.
I know some people are dumb, but, like, you don't put yourself in a situation where this kid is sleeping over in the same room as you, and you know all this
Were they sleeping in the same room? I thought he just came into his room.
How else would he go in there?
Fucking walk into his room.
The same hotel room.
It wasn't in his house. It was in a tournament.
I know, and it's in a tournament. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, they're in the same tournament.
I thought it was at the house, dude.
No, fam. No. In a tournament, you usually meet up like at a hotel. Sometimes the tournament's in a hotel.
Exactly. Explain.
Me and Andrew have done this. We've gone to tournaments with our friends who are of age, probably older than us. Have done. The only other person that besides me and Andrew and Robert and Frankie that are already in our inner circle and are all adults that we took with us was one. And one is a fucking grown-ass man, 24, man's got a beard and a job and a 9 to 5, you know what I'm saying? We in goddamn hell will never fucking... And we knew lots of fucking young kids in the Smash community. And I'm sure a lot of them would fucking be like, hey, can we stay over so we can play some Smash? No, son.
Oh, yeah, I guess there should be like a barrier. You're not of age. I don't want to associate with you.
To be fair, Roger and I did once take care of a minor. We have done this before.
And it was fucking weird, and we didn't do it again. We have done
this, and we regretted it because of the way that things went about.
The kid just fucking wanted to get dropped off at a McDonald's and wait for his mom. I'm like, no, son, I'm responsible for you.
Yeah, for real.
If you get fucking mugged out here and beaten up,
it's your fault.
What are you gonna live for? We're gonna live for the motherfuckers that dropped you off. I'm gonna wait for your mom to get here.
It's true. That's what it should be.
That's why I have some sympathy for Nero, because Roger and I, we got caught off guard when we took care of a minor. Took care, quote unquote. There was a minor that we went to a tournament with.
We gave him a ride.
Yeah, Roger and I, we see ourselves as good people, good, responsible people. You know, although there's horrible cases out there, Roger and I, we're responsible individuals. We're not gonna let anything fucking stupid happen. But that's when we saw the fucking danger in what we were doing.
Yeah, we're like, I'm never taking this cat ever anywhere.
Roger has every coin.
We said, hey man, we'll take you home. We'll take you home. We'll drop you off. You know, we're good friends of you. We've been around you for a while in these tournaments. We'll take you home. We'll do whatever it takes, you know, to get you at your house. You know, get you to your mom or whatever. We're responsible. The problem was, shit happens. So when we told this kid that we'd fucking take him home, suddenly he couldn't just go home. His mom was like, dude, I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up somewhere. And Roger and I were like, well, shit. What do we do? You know, we're fucking grown-ass men, and because we're responsible is why shit got complicated.
Because you're not going to drop
I'm not going to leave the kid off in a corner.
Roger and I are not fucking stupid enough to just drop off some kid at a fucking McDonald's and expect his mom to pick him up, right? We're not that fucking stupid. So we ended up waiting in the fucking car with this fucking 16, 17-year-old for hours because his dumbass mom fucking decided to take a fucking eternity to pick this kid up. And let me tell you,
imagine if we would have let that kid up there for 2 hours.
Or imagine if you guys were fucking weirdos.
Not too, but no,
exactly.
just imagine.
What if that lady? What if that lady just taking her sweet time?
That happened. We were there at the McDonald's. Imagine we leave him out there. It was already late at night. It was already like 12 when we were leaving the tournament. We leave these tournaments late at night.
He tells you, don't worry about him. I'm almost just gonna get you here in like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
and
no.
And you
I'm
leave.
like, no, bro. I'm gonna wait for your mom.
We're not okay with that.
If you fucking get mugged out here or some shit, that's gonna be on my conscience. Whether the blame's on me or not, it's gonna be on my conscience. You got fucking mugged.
It would be our fault.
And it would be our problem.
Yeah. He could have gotten shot at the McDonald's.
For real, son.
No.
That's why after that day I told them no more. Son.
If we dropped him off and something happened to him, it would be Roger and I's fault.
Of course.
It would be our fault. We would be at blame. It would be all on us.
Okay,
we would fucking
we're the adults. You're supposed to be the responsible one.
So as the responsible adults we said, fuck shit, this fucking sucks, but we gotta do it. We gotta fucking take care of this properly.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Sorry, brother. young
Last time I
kids
ever
nowadays,
fucking took
man.
that kid.
These kids are fucking weird, man. All right, I cringed for fucking hours straight. Roger knows what the fuck I went through.
That shit was awful.
What did he say? Was he doing
He's
weird
just a weird kid.
Dude, he was just so fucking.
Dude,
young kids nowadays are just so fucking cringe, man.
Yeah, he's a weird kid.
The video
He
games.
was really unironically saying like the N-word and shit randomly 24/7 for like the shock meme, like the shock humor of it. I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up, dude. What do you think we are? You think we're 16? No, we're fucking grown ass men, dude. Shut up. Like, holy shit, dude. We bore through it for fucking hours.
Dude,
just
awful.
we were like, dude, please, his mom, please get here, please, God.
Really?
Mom.
Was that bad?
He was an annoying kid.
He was an
We
annoying
already
kid.
fucking took him there, so I wasn't gonna just fucking leave him.
So you get for being nice.
Yeah, don't be nice.
No, that's the problem.
That was the last time we took
Responsibility.
him.
That was the last time we took him.
It was. Responsibility comes with a fucking cost, man.
It does. With great power comes great responsibility.
And that's what Naro did not understand yet, apparently. So this dude fucking said, like, this kid, he had nowhere to stay the night. His hotel got canceled or something like that. Either way, something happened. And this kid needed somewhere to stay during the whole tournament event. Something happened and he needed a place to stay. Naro took up the offer because he had apparently no one else in the hotel room or whatever. And Naro said, okay, you can stay with me. And Naro was coaching this kid. It wasn't just like he didn't. No. Naro was literally coaching.
I could honestly say if you're friends with him already for a couple of years,
you should know him though.
You should know if you don't think of him like that, you're like, oh, dude, if you have nowhere else to stay, I'll be a good friend, let you give you a spot, right? And then, because I would never think of anybody doing that shit to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that.
And you don't want to be a shitty friend, you know?
If you don't know like the other stuff about him.
Yeah. Also, before this, there's.
I feel like I would offer him like a place to stay too. Like, fuck, you can stay on the couch if you want.
Yeah, I would offer.
But there's cases of him just like actually like being kind of touchy with him before the hotel thing.
Alright, then he should have fucking.
Then that's a different shit. Because if shit's leading up to like a weird thing, and you know the shit shouldn't be leading up to it, then you have to cut it off.
Get another room. I don't know.
100%. My criticisms of Nero is that, let's say what he's claiming is true. Let's say what he's claiming is he got fucking raped.
Because that's pretty much right.
17-year-old in his sleep, and he got shocked, and he didn't know what to do. He didn't know how to defend himself. He didn't know anything of this shit. Let's say he got raped, and he knew that Captain Zack was a touchy kid. He would like lay down on people's laps all the time, and he was like a very touchy guy. What he claimed was that that's how he thought he was. Although he found it weird, he thought that's just how Captain Zack is. He's just like a very touchy kind of guy. He still got involved with a fucking. He put himself in a fucking.
That's a.
He put himself in a terrible
you
situation.
Think twice about that, son. Think about.
You're fucked in that situation.
Be self-aware. Sometimes you gotta think about you.
No, so for me, it makes sense that he got Giga canceled. This man got fucking canceled through the roof. This man fucking destroyed Nintendo's reputation for a month straight. You know how badly you have to fuck up to destroy a multi-billion-dollar company's reputation?
They had a YouTube video on him. Like, Nintendo had a YouTube video on Nairo. They had to take it down. They had to, like, destroy it.
Nintendo is the richest company in Japan. It is the richest, most successful company in Japan. That's how much of a fuck up this guy made. He fucked up that hard that he managed to sustain the reputation of the richest company in Japan. Dude, holy shit, man. Even if you got raped, it's like, man, there's valid criticism for this man's level of responsibility. It is bad. Like, this dude was not thinking shit straight through. But he's taking it to a legal court case. The
justice be served or whatever.
I guess that the evidence.
But it goes to show you, we're living in an era, because like we have this whole like idea of like rape and like statutory rape, where it's like, yeah, we live in a country where the law is a 17-year-old can't rape an 18-year-old. In some states, of course, that's the culture that we live in. A 17-year-old can't rape an 18-year-old because that's how the age of consent laws work.
I guess the law just expects people to be, after you're 18, you should at least be responsible enough to not be in a situation where a 17-year-old could do that to you. But if an 18-year-old could rape another 18-year-old, a 17-year-old is not that big of a difference, at least physically. So I feel like a 17-year-old ever actually tried to rape a 18-year-old is probably pretty possible.
I hear like 2 Roberts.
But yeah, there's that, and then there's a whole psychological aspect of it. You know, many rape victims come forward saying, I froze up, I was in shock, I couldn't do anything, I didn't know what to do. And then they come with these claims like, there's trauma, there's psychological aspects to it. There's the freezing up. Like Nero in his statement said, like, he felt so weak that he finally decided to take up the gym because he thought the reason it even happened to him was because he was so weak in the first place. He felt so weak that he finally decided to start working out. Because he was like, maybe if I was stronger, I could have stopped. That's what was in a part of his statement. You guys should read the statement for yourself. It's actually very interesting.
Man, I don't think it's a physical thing that stops that. That's a mental thing that you have to be.
It's both.
They could be both. Physical and mental are intertwined, buddy. They're intertwined.
Your gut tells you how to feel.
Of course. When you're strong, it affects your mentality, of course. There's no way around it. Physical and mental are intertwined, however you look at it.
But I'm thinking about that, even if how buff you are, like the buffest person in the world, if you're asleep, somebody rapes you, what are you going to do no matter how fucking buff you are?
The point I'm making is someone who's physically healthy tends to be
mentally healthy.
I get you. More so than people who are physically weak.
Ever since I've been working out, I've been mentally tougher. It's just a thing.
It is by default.
No,
I believe it to be true.
Oh,
people who are physically healthy are
you're eating
also
more, you're
mentally
breathing more,
stronger.
you're healthier.
I'm gonna be
More
real.
blood
When
flow.
I see Harold, that motherfucker was weak, bro. I'd fucking punch that guy and he'd drop in a fucking second. This dude is scrawny. right?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was that
You
bad.
can't beat him in Smash.
You can't beat him in Smash Bros. Though.
Meet me outside in the parking lot.
I don't know how much of it has to do with it, but either way, it's crazy stuff to think that we live in a world where it's like, damn, dude, it's like a 17-year-old could quote unquote supposedly rape an 18-year-old,
Okay. No,
and let's say it was truly the 17-year-old's fault or the 17-year-old fault. The 2018 to 2021-year-old, they'd get fucking destroyed for it. They'd get their life is done. It's over.
In that situation, you definitely just call the cops immediately, right? You're like, oh shit, hell no, dude.
A lot of mistakes were made. Let's just say that.
Because the longer you wait, the more suspicious you look.
Obviously.
So you just have to go straight off.
It's a hard topic.
Yeah, it's a hard call.
But that's the thing, like, not everyone, like, back to, like, punching that kid in the face, you know? Like, obviously, we, as how we were raised and how we were bred, you know? Like, if somebody's sucking my dick, like, someone that I don't want, I'd fucking knock his teeth in.
Dude, I'll fucking
obviously.
murder the fucker. I don't know.
But again, like, everyone's different. Like, obviously, like,
So fuck, that
probably somebody, like, we were raised,
And make sure your dick is
we're
out.
born, we were all raised in Florida.
You're gonna be salting them up. I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Oh, beat the fuck.
It's just, again, like, everyone's, like, obviously, like, this guy's reaction is not gonna be,
Dude, what the fuck?
he's from New Jersey. So like,
I don't know, people aren't
and the way he was raised is probably different. So obviously his first reaction is like, let me not punch him in the face. I mean, obviously we're from Florida and we think we're gangsters as fuck.
I'm bitching him out. Like, yo, what the?
I don't think no matter where you're raised on, you do the responsible thing is and just call the cops.
I'm not talking about the responsibility part. I'm talking about the reaction.
Reaction.
The reaction. I would have fucked him up.
You never know because you're not in that scenario. But
I guess.
I would have fucked him up.
Yeah.
You would have fucked him up.
I guess it is a scary situation where you're not thinking about shit. You're just
I think I wouldn't definitely react like in shock. I definitely like react.
In anger.
I would react in anger.
Yeah.
Fucking touch me.
First
I'd be like, why the fuck are you touching me? Who are you, bro? Get out of here.
I would
have kicked them out right there in their hotel room. I don't care if you're 17. Out the fucking hotel room. No.
Boys, I want to ask you one serious fucking question.
Hit me up with it.
This is something that I was heavily involved with today. Interacting with like a lot of the Smash community. Let's say Nero.
I read this.
Let's say Nero was one of your best friends, one of your closest friends.
Okay.
A good friend, someone you confided in, someone who's invited you over to their house, someone that you've gained a lot off of because he's such a big personality.
Mm-hmm.
Being such good close friends with him. Let me tell you this. If these accusations came out against him and this man were canceled, what is your first instinct towards interacting with him? Would you
call him?
See what the fuck what is your first? I'm telling you guys this on a fucking blank state. If one of your closer friends got accused of something so horrible, horrendous, this is serious shit, right?
Honestly.
Fucking raping a fucking minor, and this minor came out and accused you of all this shit. Let's say this is one of your closest friends. What would you do? What is the first instinct that comes out of your mind as someone who genuinely considers yourself a good friend to this person who
if
was
I found out my friend's a rapist?
I would be like, nah.
Wait. Let me clarify.
Now that he's definitely a rapist, that's somebody
allegations, because now he's saying that
accused of being
clearly. One of your closest friends was just accused by a minor that he did something horrendous to him, rape, right? What is your first reaction? What do you do?
Nah, son, that's not him. That ain't him.
I wouldn't believe it either. If it's my closest friend, like if it's one of you guys, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? I want to call you, be like, yo, what happened? Tell me.
Before I say anything
public,
before I say anything public, definitely have to call you.
I
have
to call.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go to the media and be like, yo, my homie just fucking got what the hell?
Because now I have to like make sure.
I gotta clarify. What am I reading? Am I reading?
Also, if it's not true, I have to make sure you're fucking okay because that's some fucking heavy shit.
And I gotta defend you, and I'm gonna back you up. You gotta tell me the story. You gotta tell me what happened.
Yeah, I gotta get the story.
I gotta get the story. I gotta talk to you.
It's like remember that argument we had about Iron Man and Captain America?
No.
That shit was hilarious. Or it's just like, what would you do if like your friend was Bucky? and like the fucking Iron Man would try to kill him, and like, would you protect him or
protect him?
If my friend was Bucky, I would
protect him.
I would
protect him
way longer. This motherfucker's been frozen in hell for 10 years.
Yeah,
well,
he got brainwashed.
I say it's not his fault, right? Like,
yeah, it's not his fault.
It's not his fault. I would defend Bucky.
I'm just saying this reminds me of that conversation we had.
Yeah.
But obviously, like,
I got you. It's very similar.
Yeah, but if like for example, like if Robert got accused of like touching some kid, I'd be like,
I don't know, man. Shit.
Robert, because I respect you. So I'll be like, no, that ain't my homeboy. That ain't my homeboy. That ain't Robert. That's not who he is. The guy sits in his room 24 hours a day. There's no way he went outside.
There's no way.
False. He never leaves his house.
Actually, he came outside to come here.
Liar. Your story said Robert left his house. Robert never leaves his house. Unless it's to go to 3 a.m., boys.
Legit.
Yeah, I don't know, Truff.
Nah,
it's definitely rough, though.
Okay, no, like, put it this way. If I got accused of raping a minor, what would you guys do?
Call you. And I need to know what the fuck you did. Or what happened. Or what didn't happen.
I think I've known Andrew way. We all have known Andrew way.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just like there's no fucking way that would happen.
Like Roger said, you have to know the people you're surrounding yourself with.
Exactly.
You have to know.
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, you never really know, but hopefully you do know.
You had a better idea.
Yeah. Like,
and just
at the same situation, like for like example, like in a lot of families when the dad cheats on the spouse, you never expect your dad. You know, you've met this guy your whole life. You think you know him, right? You think
you know him the whole time.
Cheats on the spouse, and you're like, yo, what's good?
I knew my dad would. I knew my dad would.
Yeah,
I know
see,
my
exactly. You had a different.
I know my dad
and I knew my dad would too, low key. But I'm saying, like, for those who don't, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, the breach of trust, it hurts. It hurts for most.
And even if you do, like, even if you do believe that, and you be like, oh, you suspect your dad, and you think like, oh, he would be the type of person to do that. When it happens, it's different. When you know, you know.
Being able to and doing it is different.
It's different.
Yeah.
I want to phrase the question a little differently then, because you guys gave good answers. In my opinion, I think it was fucking, good answers. What was the first course of action you'd take if, let's say, I were accused by a minor of raping them? What is the first action you would take?
Okay.
I will call you.
I literally have to talk to you. Word from word, this is what I do exactly. Pretend this is my phone. Lamau, close Twitter. Yo, good?
You good? You told me.
Obviously, if it was like a real conversation, we probably wouldn't take it as serious.
I wouldn't, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, what's up? Is this like...
I'm telling you
exactly.
exactly.
People are crazy shit out here.
Like,
that's exactly what I would do.
This shit ain't real, right? Like, I know it's not
I'd
real.
be like,
and then you tell me
I'll look
like,
at Twitter.
what it is. And then, you know, based on your response, I know you long enough to more or less see if you're being genuine or not, or if you're bullshitting me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. You would know.
Yeah. I'm just telling you a play-by-play of exactly what I'd be. I'd be like, Lamau, out loud.
Well, what would you guys, like, what would the rest of you, your first instinct, if your best friend or one of your closest friends got accused of something so brutal, what is the first action you would take? Would you just fucking wait? Would you fucking immediately pick up your phone?
Yeah, immediately pick up the phone, see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, pick up the phone.
And make sure, like, if it's wrong, that you're okay mentally. Because that's some heavy shit.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, so I think for me...
I mean, look at Michael Jackson's closest friends. Can you imagine what they felt when Michael Jackson got accused of raping little kids? How would that inner circle probably felt for to be in that spot?
Maybe they knew something.
Okay, exactly my point though. You would know.
Did Michael Jackson have close friends like that?
I don't know.
I feel like he's just a different. I feel like he's.
I've seen a couple documentaries. There's people talking about him.
I'm sure they felt like they were his close friends, but you know.
Exactly. Like,
he's Michael fucking Jackson, dude. He's been famous since he was like 10 years old. 5 years old.
5 years old, Mike Jackson.
Exactly. Like, does he consider?
R.I.P. to the King of Pop. Seriously, respect. Great music.
I don't think he considered people like super close unless it's like not even his family members.
Yeah.
But
I mean, his dad used to beat the ever living shit out of him.
Dude, to sing, he was his fucking puppet. It's fucking crazy.
But yeah, it's some heavy shit for sure.
Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy as fuck, man.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's like, man, friendship is something people don't understand very well. I feel bad for some
people. A lot of people don't.
I feel really bad for some people that don't understand the value of like friendship or how important it is. Dude, the world is not black and white. The world will never be black and white. It will never be one.
I hope to God it won't be black and white. It might just make this motherfucker black and white if you motherfuckers keep eating shit though.
They might make it like the Giver.
The world
there's something I wanted to touch on.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Andres.
Back to Roger's point on like you never actually really know anybody. That has happened recently to a community that I'm a part of, which is the Rooster Teeth, the Achievement Hunter community. People like the people around him, myself, like even the community, the fans. I've known this guy for like 10 years, and there's statements coming out that he's been having sex with minors, grooming minors. This guy, his name is Ryan Haywood. Ryan Haywood, he's been in like with the company for like 10 years. And his closest friends like totally got blindsided by it. They never expected that to happen. And they were just completely crushed. And I'm just like, me, a fan too. It's just like a guy this guy has a family.
How much are your friend are you? Your friend got all the time to rape all the minors and you're living around your friend.
Yeah.
You know how much time you spend with Andrew? I used to spend like every single fucking second of the motherfucker. If you got time to fucking do some fuck shit.
Yeah, but these people work with each other every day.
He's doing some fuck shit.
Like, you gotta be pretty motherfucking sneaky or never sleep, bitch.
Yeah, some people are sneaky, man. Like, and it's just like these people have been working together for 10 years, seeing each other every day, doing content with each other, and it's just like, the fact that like just being blindsided like that, like is like getting hit by a car, or like a fucking train. It's just like holy fuck, dude. Like people are sneaky as fuck. But I don't know, like to me, like even, like you can't, but to get away from that, but just like you can't live in fear of like your friends being sneaky as fuck.
Yeah, obviously that's why you
like
gotta
no matter like even that, from watching that, I'm still not gonna think like, oh maybe I should watch Andrew, see if he's touching kids, you know? No, like I'm not gonna live in fear of
obviously
like
not. If you know your
my friends doing something sneaky.
You're supposed to do the vetting process before. Like luckily for us, we've all known each other since we've been kids, basically.
Elementary. So, we all were in the same elementary.
So we've already got past that process. But let's say like we were making a new friend that we don't really spend that much time with, and then I don't know where like some shit like that happens. You know? That's why you gotta go through the vetting process. You know.
You just gotta be safe.
Pick your friends.
Even going back to the first topic,
that
you
brings
just gotta
up
be safe. You're just being self-aware.
Pretty interesting topic in my opinion. With this whole like internet dominated culture, we all have the advantage of knowing each other personally for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked you guys, what would you guys do if I got accused of something horrible, right? You guys said you'd contact me, you'd try to figure out what the fuck's going on. You guys would be like, Andrew, yo,
dude, what's happening?
What the fuck is happening?
Mm-hmm.
Are you good? All this shit. As the world moves on to this fucking cultural, like internet cultural age, we're all at home, our friendships are online, you know, we make more friends online. Is it more likely, do you think it'd be more likely that it'd be easier to turn on your friends based off of how the internet perceives? Wait, let me not say necessarily turn on your friends, but would you view your friendship more based off of how the internet perceives friendship? Or do you think that friendship would still mean the same thing as it would to someone who's known someone since kindergarten in person?
I don't think so.
No, because you base your friendship
off what the community is. A lot of people base their friendships off like what Smash is, and like they know Nairo through Smash. Like all those people, let's say in Nairo's situation, let's put that motherfucker in perspective. Like you call him Nairo, you don't call him by his fucking first name. It's different, you know. You know the personality, and that's just what it is. It's personality. It's what you see on stream, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Twitter, and all that shit. And when you go at Smash events, this is who you see. You don't know motherfuckers on an everyday life. You ever been to this motherfucker's house? You seen his bathroom?
I don't even know his
Probably
first name.
not.
I don't know. For me, like it depends. Like let's say, like obviously like Nairo, I'm not a friend. I don't know him. Like, but if somebody like I am friends with that I met over the internet and talked to for a while, I would be hesitant to believe it. Not to believe something. I would always be like, hey, are you okay? Like, what's going on? Like for example, I have a friend who streams. His name is Todd, and out of nowhere, my friend Todd gets accused for touching kids, and I've never met this guy in real life before, but I've talked to him for a couple years. I'd be like, yo, you good?
Yeah, I never had a friend on the internet.
To me, that's just different. Well, because I met him through other people over the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
I've never had a
friend. I think as a friend, even if you're not the closest, the first thing is always to get the story from them to get a different perspective.
I think it's just being a friend.
Unless you have definite proof that he's like a murderer or like a child, like there's actual definite proof, and then you know different. Like he's fucked, and you're not close to him.
We're talking about accusations though.
But just an accusation, you definitely want to call him and get the perspective.
Well, I think it has to do with the way that we see friends. Like Andrew's saying, like we all like childhood friends. We more or less know how to be friends with people. You know what a good friend is. We both have pretty good examples because we have each other, I think, right? So that's why you would react that way as opposed to someone who's on the internet all day.
That's true.
And most of their friends are internet friends, and or their game community, whatever community they're part of, and that's where they started making friends and learning how to be a friend themselves. I think that's where the water gets a little muddy and the reaction's a little different. But anyways, it's getting fucking late, boys.
Yeah, I was about to say, can we end this already?
I think we're about to wrap it up. It's a good pod for our third one.
Episode 3, baby.
Episode 3 of the 3M.
3 already?
We finally got all the fucking motherfuckers in here, Andrew and Andres.
I've been here.
If you're still listening past this point,
God bless you and God bless your soul.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for
I think
listening
it got really interesting.
It's a good podcast. We had some.
Everyone,
that was a good one.
pat yourself on the backs. We're ending this right here. Goodbye.
Peace out.